Hello, divine creations, divine marvels, children of God. I am broadcasting live from my friend's basement. He has a little bed down here, and Bruno Gröning said that the healing stream is everywhere. But more importantly, that God is everywhere. The supreme goodness that many people call God is everywhere and in everything. Even in an unfinished basement. So we're going to spend a little time taking in this divine presence, this divine power, the divine energy. It's very easy to do. And to anyone who's new to this channel, very warm welcome. If you'd like more information, there'll be a link at the end of this video. I'll post a link below so that you can learn a little more. So how to take in this divine energy that can actually heal. It's very simple to do. Please sit with your legs uncrossed, feet flat on the floor. Hands on your legs, palms facing upwards. Back in a relaxed, upright position. If possible, not leaning against a chair. And close your eyes. And really hand over to the Supreme, to God, or to a spiritual helper you really trust all problems, all worries, all burdens. Let's spend a minute now and do that, really entrusting any problems to the divine. Anything that's weighing on your mind or on your heart, really hand it over. We've got some kids upstairs having fun, so if you hear them, that's what's going on. And now, having given away all our problems, and let's give away the source of all problems, which Bruno Gröning called evil. Let's just give away, just make a firm determination. I don't want to have anything to do with evil anymore. And then take in the good, the divine, the healing, the sacred. Asking to receive it and observing your body, noticing what you feel, having the will and the intention to take this energy in. Just observing your body, having the intention to take this energy in. Taking in the peaceful quiet. taking in the good. Just really opening to receive the goodness and love of God. Absorbing, receiving, drinking in. Filling up, being filled up.
Are you in here? Okay, well.
Oh. Drawing in the good. Just had a little quick visit from one of the little friends upstairs. Let's be like children before God. Entering into that state of humbleness, that state of our need for God. A little child needs their parents, utterly dependent on their parents. Let's recognize the truth about ourselves. That's the same for us. That before God, we're like infants. I'd like to thank everyone for joining in. A warm welcome to anyone who's new. A welcome back to anyone who isn't. Actually, before we close, let's just take a moment and ask for our day. For any plans we have, let's ask for guidance to make good decisions, to be guided all throughout the day. To ask for guidance, to remember to ask for guidance. To seek the divine connection. To seek the divine connection. For any events we have, I've gotten into the habit, if I have something on my calendar in the morning, I just ask. I ask this energy, I ask Bruno, Christ, please help with that event, that plan. Please, let's ask for this channel. Please. Please, for everyone sharing the work of Bruno Gröning. Please, for everyone sharing the true teachings of Christ. For everyone who's striving for the good in so many different ways. And let's ask for grace, mercy, help for those who aren't even seeking the good. Let's ask for the earth, for Mother Earth, every living thing on it. Anyone who's near and dear in our hearts. Let's ask for humility, faith, surrender to God, becoming aware of the things that are blocking us from God, being really honest with ourselves and others, the willingness to change and to seek God. And that's what the humility is, the humility of the recognition of our need for God. Let's offer over all again, any problems, burdens, habits. Let's become willing to make right any wrongs we've done and ask for guidance how to do that. Please, God, please, Bruno, vigilance with our thoughts. Please, please, God, please, Bruno. Guidance, connection to God and guidance by God, with God. And let's ask for devotion to God, devotion to the spiritual life. And thoroughness to really bring God, bring this energy into every aspect of our lives. Thanks for saying hi, forever loving everything. Wishing you and everyone here a beautiful day. And let's remember that we can tune in for other people. We can ask. We can pray for other people. It's such a sweet gift to give. And let's remember maybe the most important thing, that God is always with us, all around us, closer than close, inside of us. And let's even if just for one moment, take our stand in faith, in absolute trust in God, in the good, that everything will be all right. And let's tune into and tap into God. Let's rely on God. Let's rely on the presence and power of God for everything. The deeper I go into Bruno Gröning's teachings, we're not meant to live without God. It's not natural. It's not trying to live without God as a human being trying to, live without air. And we do have to open, and there is a certain amount of, it's like we have our part, but God is infinite. If we were going to buy something that cost $1,000,001, and we have the $1, and God has the $1,000,000, it takes two. It takes our part and God's part. Our part is so small, but it's very necessary. God respects our free will. So let's really decide, yes, I want the divine. I want the divine connection. I want to be guided by God. I'm willing to be guided by God. I'm willing to change. I'm willing to let go of what doesn't work. Bruno Gröning once said, you have to give me your illnesses. I will not steal them. So our spiritual helper or our spiritual friend and God are the same that way. They won't force the good on us. So let's not overestimate our part. God's infinite. We're not. But let's not underestimate it. Let's not say, oh, I'll let God do everything and we do nothing. In my metaphor, we put $1 into the deal. God puts in the million. But without our $1, the sale's not going to happen. That's just a metaphor. Don't take it too seriously. But for me, it's very important to not underestimate the necessity of my part, but not to overestimate it either. Bruno Gröning said, without I am nothing. God is everything. That's the level of humility we're called to. And then this is this beautiful way in which God and our spiritual helper, Bruno said, I'll do for you what you no longer can do. So there are things that God and our helper will do for us. And I'm starting to believe that most of the help is our spiritual helper and God doing for us what we can't do. But that doesn't negate that we have our part. Thank you so much, beautifuls. I'm feeling so much love right now. And let's, if it feels right, just ask to receive the love of God. The sweet presence that I know my soul longs for every moment of the day. I was doing a little traveling. I was in Florida and I was walking along some of the most beautiful beaches I've ever seen, and they were so sweet and so good. And what came to me so strongly is, like, this is amazing. Talk about heaven on earth. I can't even describe how beautiful these beaches were. I was out swimming and one dolphin came up within 15 feet of me. My first day there. And just my heart and soul longs and needs that divine connection. And there were moments on that beach where I would just get lost in my thoughts, not be connected to God, and it didn't matter that I was on one of the most beautiful beaches in the world. Without God, even living in a mansion would be empty. Certainly be cool for a day or a week or a month. No question about it. But what my truth, my deepest truth, and my understanding of what Bruno pointed out was that without God, everything is kind of flat. It's not to say that we can't have enjoyment and excitement without thinking about God, but ultimately for me, it really kind of just doesn't go anywhere. But then you bring God in. Whoops, we got some water flowing through the pipes. You bring God in, and then a meal can be like, a simple meal can be heaven on earth. Then a walk on the beach with God. Woo! Woo, look out! Then a walk down the street, even a busy street. I'm spending some time studying and hanging out with a beautiful, beautiful minister. And the foundation of his ministry is the awareness that he says the glory of God is all around us. and not just in creation, but the energy, the goodness, the beauty, the glory of God all around us. Readily available. Readily available. So every now and then as we go through our days, I'm going to just remind myself. And it's written that Jesus said, "Seek ye first the kingdom of God." And that's been interpreted religiously, but I'm starting to understand it spiritually. Said another way, seek ye first perfect happiness, perfect peace, perfect love. Why would we not seek that first? So wish everyone a beautiful day, a good flow of the divine energy. If you can, connect a little bit with nature. Such an easy way to connect to God. And thank you, thank you, thank you. My heart is so full right now. And I wish that for each one of you, for each person on this planet, that we just be filled with the love of God. I keep thinking I'm done, and then it feels like there's more. That's the thing with God. There's always more goodness. Mwah. Take care.